Hello friends, welcome back to a new lecture. Friends, as you know, in previous lecture you learned about balance sheets. Well, it's good that you know about the assets and liabilities of a firm, but as a banker, when you sanction a loan to any firm or company, the one thing that you will look upon is profitability only. You will check whether the firm is really profitable or not. If not, then obviously you will be hesitant in sanctioning the loan or limit to the established firm. On the other hand, for new firms also, you will in detail analyze the incomes and expenses of that firm. So friends, here comes another important statement, that is profit and loss statement. Now friends, statement of profit and loss basically shows the financial performance of a company, that is profit earned or loss incurred during the accounting period. And as you all know that profit is nothing but difference of income and expenses. So this statement primarily shows the income and expenses of any firm. Again, in this lecture also, I will explain the components of profit and loss statement with the help of real-time profit and loss statement of ITC Limited. Now, this is the profit and loss statement of ITC Limited. So, let's see each of these heads one by one. Now friends, as you can notice, first we are given income and then expenses head. And finally, profit of the firm is calculated here. Now friends, before moving ahead, please note case studies plays very important role in clearing CIB. Most often candidates who are stuck in this paper often fails to crack the case studies in examination. So if you haven't enrolled into my extensive BFM case studies course, then enroll it today itself, as this course may be the difference between your passing and failing in BFM paper. The format of each lecture is that I will first make you grasp the theoretical concept of case study and then we will solve a detailed case study. Just for example, if the case study covers gap analysis, then first we will cover the theoretical aspect of gap analysis and then we will solve the detailed case study with respect to gap analysis. So friends, even if you haven't finished your textbooks, even then you can easily grasp the concept. All the links to join my BFM case studies class is there in description to this video, so do join it today itself. So let's first see income heads. Now under this first one is revenue from operations. Friends, revenue from operations means revenue earned by the company from its operating activities. Now commonly this is net sales, that is sales less sales return. Then we have other income. Friends, please note a company besides earning revenue from operations may also earn income from other sources as well. That is sources that are not business activities. Now examples can be sale of fixed assets or bad debt recovered and many others. Then next we have expenses heads and under this first we have cost of material consumed. Now friends, this head basically means cost of raw materials and other materials consumed in manufacturing of the goods. Now this is primarily opening inventory, that is stock of materials, plus purchases of materials minus closing inventory or stock of materials. Then next we have purchases of stock in trade. Now friends, this basically means goods purchased for reselling purposes. Then next head is changes in inventories of finished good, stock in trade, work in progress and intermediates. Now friends, this basically means the difference between the opening and closing inventories of finished goods, work in progress and stock in trade. Then next we have excise duty, which is self-explanatory. Then after this we have employee benefit expenses. Friends, these are basically the salary, allowances and other staff benefit expenses paid by the company. Now friends, before moving ahead, don't forget to get your CIB Masters pack, which is a pack of 4 books. These first 2 are secret sauce books, which are in fact summarized notes, and these last 2 are question banks of ABM and BFM respectively. You can also get individual books as per your needs. All the links are there in description to this video, so don't miss out on these. Friends, you can also get Retail Banking 1000 series, which contains chapter-wise questions and detailed case studies. Get your copies today itself by clicking the links in the description. Lastly, always get updated editions since I update all these question banks after every 6 months, that is after exams. Let's move forward with our lecture. Then we have finance cost. Now friends, finance cost means cost incurred by the company on borrowings, that is loans taken by the company. Now this includes interest paid on borrowings from the banks and others like public deposits, debentures and bonds. Then next friends, we have depreciation and amortization expenses. Now friends, at CIB level, I hope you all know what depreciation and amortization is. And lastly friends, we have other expenses, which includes all the expenses which can't be classified in above heads. So friends, as you can see, sum total of all these heads gives total expenses. Then total income minus total expenses will give us profit before exceptional items and taxes, as you can see here. Then friends, you must be seeing this exceptional item heads. So exceptional items are those material items which derive from events or transactions that fall with extraordinary activities of the company. And these activities need to be disclosed by virtue of their size or incidence. Now example of exceptional items are, first one is profit or loss arising on disposal of fixed asset. Then abnormal losses on long-term contract. Then amount received in settlement of insurance claims. And lastly, write-off of expenditure capitalized on intangible assets other than amortization. Then friends, once you subtract these exceptional items, if any, from above figure, you get profit before tax. That is PBT in short. And once you subtract taxes from PBT, you get profit of the year. And this is the most important figure for any company which any investor, banker or industry people looks at. Then next friends, there are other comprehensive incomes as well, but with respect to CIB or your practical banking, this much knowledge of profit and loss statement is enough for you. So do remember this format till profit of the year calculation. That is up to here. So friends, with this, I hope the profit and loss statement is clear to you. In next lecture, we will do some questions or case studies that will make the concept of profit and loss statement absolutely clear to you. So thank you, and I will meet you in next lecture.